In this movie, we'll take a look at how to write compound conditional statements. If you're following along, we're in compound.fla in the Chapter 6 folder with all the other exercise files. To understand a compound conditional statement, we first have to look at the anatomy of a conditional statement. So let's go to the first keyframe of the Actions layer, press Option F9 on the Mac, F9 on the PC to open up the Actions panel. From line 5 to line 8, we have a conditional statement. Inside of the parentheses, after the word if, we have the condition. Something we evaluate by using a conditional operator like two equal signs is called an expression. So this is one expression. One condition can hold multiple expressions. For example, what if you wanted to run line 7, trace condition is true, if the border 1 rotation was equal to border 2 rotation and border 1's alpha was equal to border 1's alpha. That would be placing two expressions inside of one condition. So in this movie, we'll take a look at using the AND operators and the OR operators to put multiple expressions into one condition. Go to line 5, click after border2_mc.rotation, and press return or enter on your keyboard. You don't have to go to multiple lines if you're going to write compound conditional statements. I'm just doing this to make it easier to read. Now I'm going to type the symbol for and that is 2 ampersands. Type a space, and then type border1_mc dot alpha space equals space border2_mc dot alpha. So this condition is if the first expression is true, or in other words, the borders have the same rotation, and the second expression is true, the alphas are the same, then we'll get condition is true. Let's click after the closed curly brace of the condition and write something that happens if the condition is not true. Go to the next line, type else, go to the next line, open curly brace, next line, close curly brace, up arrow, enter or return to go between the curly braces and type trace, open parenthesis, open quote, condition, space is space, false, close quote, close parenthesis, semicolon. Now let's test the movie and see what we get. Press Command Return or Control Enter on your keyboard to test the movie. Click the Check Condition button and we get condition is false. The reason we get condition is false is because the rotation is not the same of the two borders, and we can see that plainly in our Flash movie, but the alpha is the same. Let's close these windows, go back to our code. So there's one way to write a compound condition. The other way is using the OR operator. Let's select the two ampersands, or the AND symbol, and create the OR symbol. That's made by creating two pipes. To create the pipes, hold Shift on your keyboard and press \. Now the full condition will read, if the expression 1, or in other words, if the borders have the same rotation, or expression 2, the borders have the same alpha, then the condition is true. So if the rotation is the same or if the alpha is the same, then the condition, that means all of the expressions within the parentheses will give us a value of true. Let's test the movie by pressing Command Return or Control Enter on your keyboard. Might have to pull out the Flash Player window, then click the Check Condition button. Then we get condition is true. We're getting condition is true because even though the rotation is different, the alpha is the same. So only one of these expressions has to be true if you use the OR symbol. And there's a look at how to write compound conditions.